Donald Trump would really love to have you believe that he declassified all the documents that he stole. Now, he doesn't want to actually make the case in court. Let's be very clear about that. But he does have a novel legal and perhaps psychological theory as to why he did declassify those documents. Listen to this.
If you're the president of the United States, you can declassify just by saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it, because you're sending it to Mar-a-Lago or to wherever you're sending it. And there doesn't have to be a process. There can be a process, but there doesn't have to be.
You know, we've heard a lot over the past few decades about the power of positive thinking, but I'd never known that it could have so many important governmental ramifications, that you could just, and then the documents are declassified and you don't have to go to jail anymore. Isn't that powerful? I love the mind. I find it fascinating, and I love the idea that it could be such an important instrument in evading your legal responsibilities. Anyway, there's a lot more crazy stuff that Trump had to say in that interview with Sean Hannity, but I think this merits pausing for a second. Mondale, what do you think about the argument that all it took was a little bit of thought, maybe a wrinkle of his nose, and the documents are declassified?
I didn't know we had a chance to vote for Bewitched. Listen, I'm done taking a bath. For the rest of my life, I'm just gonna think about bathing. I'm just gonna think about bathing, and it'll be done. This is you can't make this up. If this was put in a movie, people would be like, "This is too far-fetched. This is not believable." But it's Trump, and it is believable. And I can't believe that Sean Hannity was sitting. Yes, I can. Let me stop. Sean Hannity sat across the table and allowed it. And it's like, how much money can you get from these people, and how far can you go with the lies you're willing to tell them? And they just follow it. So I'm super excited to see, what Trump's gonna think about, and it's gonna happen. Maybe he'll think about paying people and stop, reneging on his contracts. Maybe he'll think about paying workers. Who knows? I will say this though, and as funny as it seems, we see some serious danger in this ideology, where facts don't need to be adhered to or believed. Like, this is not even an opinion. This is just a lie. And we gave him 4 years where we had mainstream media afraid to say he was lying. They made up an entire new thought about Donald Trump, and I think they called it untruths or whatever they were saying, why he was lying to people constantly, getting people comfortable with the idea that whatever Trump says, you have to deal with it because he's president or now ex-president, and we have to make it valid in some way by talking about it. Donald Trump is the biggest liar. And that's hard to say in this country. This country lies a lot. But Donald Trump is the biggest liar I know. And the fact that he has so much support from right-wing folk, even though we're gonna talk about some people souring on him, it is strange to have grown men sit across Trump and let him lie to them like that. And Sean Hannity keeping a straight face just shows how disgusting and soulless he is.
100%. Quick follow-up question for Sean Hannity. Can Biden declassify things at a mere thought? Could Obama have declassified things at a mere thought? Oh no, you don't think that, do you? You don't think that at all. No, this is super opportunistic, and I agree with you that it is dangerous. The fact that it's insane is what makes it dangerous to me in this very particular case. Let me explain. So, saying you can just declassify it with your mind will convince literally every single red hat wearing person who sees that interview. They will all believe it, okay? How many lawyers and judges will it convince? None. And Trump knows that. He knows that this is not a legal defense. It's not gonna work, he can't do it. They have no defense. That's why, as we'll get to, they're not even trying to imply in court that they declassified the documents. So this can't save him legally. So then why do it? If you could still end up in jail, what's the point of convincing your followers? Well, in theory, if you just wanted them to never ever accept the legitimacy of these charges, if you wanted them to perhaps respond with anger, irrational rage, maybe violence, then this would probably be the road that you would take. It's not gonna save you legally, but it might create the sort of social chaos that you find to be beneficial. And so I am a little bit worried about that, unfortunately.
John, did you just describe the beginnings of January the 6th?
That's basically what, that is kind of, it's round 2. Everyone get ready, get your flagpole. But anyway, I am worried about that. And there is more insanity to add on to the psychic theory of this. Here is Donald Trump attempting to bamboozle his fans with a new theory about why the FBI might have raided him. Listen to this.
There's also a lot of speculation because of what they did, the severity of the FBI coming and raiding Mar-a-Lago. Were they looking for the Hillary Clinton emails that were deleted, but they are around someplace? Were they looking for the spying on Trump's?
You had it.
No, they may be saying, they may have thought that it was in there.
Okay.
Why? Like they say on Twitter, no one, absolutely no one. Why would you bring this up? What sense does that make? Well, it makes no sense except that, I don't know, his fans love hearing about Hillary Clinton and how she's behind everything. Why would the emails be there? Why would deleted emails be in his house? Why would he have printed out and brought the I don't know. I don't know how to follow this sort of nonsense.
Trump is a very big, hugely hacker, okay? So he hacked Hillary Clinton's deleted emails and printed them out and sent them to Mar-a-Lago. He packed the boxes full of Hillary's email. This is unbelievable. I can't even call this logic. This is just rambling to the point where someone should check this man out. And I think the tragedy is, like you said about the red hat wearers, they're gonna believe it immediately. There's gonna be someone tomorrow doing a special on how Hillary Clinton emails got airplaned in to Mar-a-Lago. And I'm not talking about a regular airplane, okay? This was a paper airplane that somebody threw them there. And I think it was the Clintons. So this is beyond a logic, and this is political discourse for 33% of this country. This is their facts. This is all of what they're believing right now. So yeah. Pizzagate has just led to FBI in Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago's house looking for Hillary Clinton's email.
100%. Yeah.
How, Sway?
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.